Great. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, right. Well, we have a year.
All right, so we got those. We just started draft. Do you want to do our anything? Oh, so you had something fun in the last thing. Between the 3 super soldiers that are in this movie, so we have KT, and then with 4 super soldiers, we have KT, we have Ray Garrison, we have Jimmy Dalton, and then we have, oh gosh, I forgot his name. What's the other guy's name with the eyesight?
I mean, I was calling them legs, eyes, and lungs.
Legs, eyes, lungs, and blood. All right, so
yeah.
All right, which would you rather? If you could be legs, eyes, lungs, or blood, which one would you be?
So I generally think that the eyes character is very interesting, and I don't think he was necessarily utilized great in this film. But if you can see everything and know what's coming towards you, you can avoid everything. One of the mistakes I think they made in this film was they gave him knives. Why would you give a guy who's dependent on being able to know information being next to someone? Like, you would want him to be like a mile away on a roof with a sniper pistol, or not pistol, a rifle.
Oh, that'd be an interesting pistol.
Yeah, this is a mile pistol.
So I would be legs, because I think he's least dependent on someone. Someone can turn off Vin Diesel. Someone can turn off eyes. Someone can turn off lungs. With legs, you just get some fancy legs and you're good to go.
Yeah.
That's me.
I do think his exoskeleton stuff was pretty interesting. And the fight scene where he was boxing with it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Poor Outlander, though. He lost.
Yeah. But the ladies don't lose because he was in this film.
Yeah, exactly. But I like the boxing. It stabbed right through Vin's shoulder.
That was my idea.
How many times has Vin been shot in the shoulder and just forgotten about it?
Every single movie.
Yes.
Every movie he's ever been in. Even The Pacifier. You know what? He was shot in the shoulder.
And he was on a jet ski, too.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so one more thing before we get out of here. We're going to do a unkillable character draft. So we each pick 5, and then we're going to bring it down to 10. We're going to pick 5, get a total of 10, and break it back down to 5. How's that sound?
That sounds great. And we left off Deadpool.
Yes. No Deadpool.
Yeah, he's a ringer.
Yeah, leave him alone. And so, can I get first pick?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to go with Catwoman from Batman Returns.
Oh, that's so smart.
Because she has 9 lives.
Absolutely.
Right?
I like how you have to specify from Batman Returns and not from that horrible Halle Berry movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because what I like, this one really gives her the... You see her die a couple times, and she just keeps getting... She falls in a truck of kitty litter, falls on the ground. So, yeah, I'm going Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah. Okay, let me see here. I'm going to go a wild card, too, just because I remember this scene and thinking, oh, this scene's pretty fun. Dorian Gray from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, yeah, why not?
He's immortal, mostly.
Yeah, and then, you know what, I liked, what was that, Penny Dreadful? I like Dorian Gray was in there, too.
Yeah, it's a really good series. I'm looking forward to the new one.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I like that. That's a lot of fun. Next, I'm going to do something random here. I just got to do it. I'm going to say Ernest P Worrell, because... The guy has a prophecy and Ernest goes to camp. All the bullets miss him. He is electrocuted and lives. That should have killed him. He is like put into a trash compactor, crushed, and then the trash lands on his head and he survives. He's immortal. He's not immortal, but he's stronger than Wolverine. Like he has impenetrable skin. So I'm doing that.
Okay, here's a real question for you. Bloodshot versus Ernest.
Ernest.
Yeah, 100%. There's no way Ernest loses.
Because he's fulfilled prophecies. Like, he's not going to go down.
Physics doesn't apply
exactly.
to Ernest. Nothing applies to Ernest.
Dude, in our Ernest Scared Stupid podcast, he picks up a troll that is capable. This troll is so strong it can pull a truck. And its body can survive a full-on truck strike. He picks that troll up like it's nothing. And he holds the troll out with his arms. So he's standing. His arms are out holding the troll. And he's not struggling. He is a powerful man.
He's basically a superhero. He has his own outfit. His suit, his superhero suit. It's just a Canadian tuxedo.
I love it. And he already has it. All right, cool. Who's your second pick?
Okay, I mentioned this character earlier in the podcast. It is Jason Voorhees from Jason X.
Oh my gosh, Mecha Jason.
Yeah, he has regenerative capabilities. They don't mention it in any other movies, but they mention in this movie that makes him count.
That makes me so... And I love that design. That is a brilliant design of that character. I love it.
When I was putting my list together, I actually struggled on whether to include certain characters, and I decided not to include vampires
Yep.
mummies, and like I guess you would call them zombie-like creatures.
I mean, I think you're at a pretty good spot right now. I love this.
Okay.
All right, so my next one is, what am I gonna do? I have so many good ones. I'm gonna go with, because I gotta promote this movie. I'm gonna go with Zohan from You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Okay.
Because he grabs bullets with his fingers. He catches them in his ear. He catches one in his nose. He swims faster than jet skis. Or a jet ski. Yeah, like the guy is just impossibly strong. So I gotta pick him.
Okay, that's good. I haven't seen that movie, but you've mentioned it a couple of times. I may have to check that out.
It's very weird, and you need to watch it.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Binks the cat from Hocus Pocus.
Oh, I love that.
Unkillable.
No, you can't. He gets run over by a car.
He does. Also, if this team is gonna have to go on a mission, he's our scout.
Yep. Wow. Because, oh man, that'd be a perfect scout.
It's also a team that could just like walk in someplace like, shoot me, whatever.
All right. This is gonna be weird, but I'm gonna say Luke Devereaux from Universal Soldier.
That is a really good pick. Does that movie hold up?
Dolph Lundgren's performance holds up.
Okay, he always holds up. Are you kidding me?
He has a monologue that's show-stopping. But the thing is, why I'm doing this is Luke Devereaux, played by Jean-Claude Van Damme, he's been in a bunch of these movies. So he just keeps popping up in them, so he hasn't been killed. So we got to go Luke Devereaux from Universal Soldier.
Okay, that's a really good one. We need to pick an immortal from the Highlander series.
Yes.
And I want to work together because we have multiple options. But of course, there's Connor McLeod, but there's also the Kurgan. There's also Ramirez, and there's also Mario Peoples.
Oh, okay. I love the Kurgan, but okay, it's Peebles' performance in that movie is
insane.
I kind of like him.
I low-key love that movie. It's like no, not even joking. Like it is pretty rad. Let's go with Mario. Yeah, there's a scene where they cut him in half and he sticks his tongue out and puts his body back together, and I was like, that's amazing.
And so I want everyone to know we've picked a bunch of different characters for this draft. So we're not just repeating these things. We're trying to bring something different here. So do I have one left?
Yeah, we both do. That was my number 4.
Okay. Do you have one readily available?
I have several readily available.
Okay. You get one because I'm trying to think of a different one for this one to make it seem more fun for you and I, so we're not rehashing this.
Okay, yeah, we talked a little bit about this character. I haven't seen this movie, but I think in terms of characters, it's kind of interesting. And this character is Painkiller Jane from the Sci-Fi original TV movie. And so she's a comic book character, so it fits. But her whole thing is like she can't be killed, but she feels everything, so it's just a lot of her taking painkillers and getting wrecked.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's really that's like part of her thing, just like guzzling Tylenol and getting wrecked.
And then, but she doesn't get hurt. Wait, no,
she can't. She feels it all.
Oh, but she doesn't die.
She doesn't die.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah. It feels like a movie that could be made today and it would be really rad. But it was like an early 2000s sci-fi original movie.
Oh, I like that idea a lot. All right. I guess I'm up?
Yes.
Oh, man. Okay. I just got to do it because I think it's funny. But I'm just going to go with Ace Ventura from the Ace Ventura Pet Detective because he catches a bullet in his teeth. A shark attacks him, right? And he leaves the shark attack with nothing wrong with him. Then he gets spears in his legs in Ace Ventura 2. He's fine. He beats up an alligator. I mean, the guy can't be killed. So I'm just adding Ace Ventura.
Yeah. So I think we missed a really big one who's not on this list, and that is Eric Draven from The Crow.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love that movie, but...
Does he count? Because he's sort of... I mean, he heals, but he's also sort of a zombie or a golem.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And when he gets shot... Oh, gosh. I don't know. It's such a tragic movie. People already love that movie. I think our list is weird enough.
Okay. We do have a really weird list.
All right. Who are we sticking with here? Let's try to make the weirdest, most interesting movie. So I like the idea of Painkiller Jane.
Okay, so let's. This is gonna be a team up movie, and this is like a crew that has to go do something.
Dirty Dozen-esque, Guardians of the Galaxy-esque.
Okay, so I 100% want Binks in this.
Okay, definitely got to have Binks.
Okay.
What about Catwoman?
I think Catwoman and Binks together, would they have chemistry?
I think they'd be buds.
They would be buds. Okay, let's hold off on her and go through what other characters on yours do we have?
Well, Ernest, Zohan, Ace Ventura, Luke Devereaux.
So I want Ernest on the team.
Gotta have Ernest.
Yeah, he's the heart.
Yeah.
He's the heart of the team, and he comes in at the end after like failing to just whoop someone.
We need Jason Voorhees Mecha. We need the muscle.
Yeah, he's 100. He's both he's a unkillable muscle.
He's basically Drax and Groot combined.
Yeah. If we're along that line, I'm gonna dump Dorian Gray. I don't think we need him. If he doesn't seem as useful as these other characters.
I'm gonna dump Luke Devereaux because he needs ice.
No, that's a good point. So we're left with Ace Ventura and Zohan and Painkiller Jane.
And so right now we have Ace Ventura, Zohan, Mario Van Peebles, Catwoman, and Painkiller Jane.
Okay, I think we don't need both Ace Ventura and the Zohan, and we should pick one of those.
Can we do Zohan? Because everyone knows Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
All right.
And we don't need all the. We don't want it to turn into like a animal themed group.
Yeah, you're right. We don't need. That's a good point. All right, so we have Zohan, we have Ernest, Binks, Jason Voorhees, and Painkiller Jane, and we have Mario Van Peebles and Catwoman left.
What's more interesting, Catwoman or Mario Van Peebles?
I mean, all right, Michelle Pfeiffer's performance is amazing, but imagine Mario Van Peebles in that ship.
With the ability to create illusions.
Yes.
And not be killable. And not being able to be killed. Okay, yeah. He's more powerful.
So we should go with Peebles.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to look up his character's name so we know what it is.
All right, and then we'll get rid of Painkiller Jane and Catwoman.
Yes. All right. His character is known as Kane.
Let's just keep it as Peebles.
Okay, sounds good.
So we have Zohan, Ernest P Worrell, Binks the Cat, Jason Voorhees, and Mario Van Peebles.
That's the craziest list. It's awesome.
It's amazing. All right, hey, so any final thoughts before we get out of here about this movie, about Bloodshot?
I think it was unfairly attacked in the press. Definitely check it out. It's worth the 2 hours on a Friday night. It's fun. It might not, change the world, but I still liked it.
Yeah, it's $45 million done well. Like a movie, it is. I don't see how you could hate it. So Megan loved it. Megan watched it, loved it. My in-laws loved it. I think if you just can enjoy yourself, sit back and watch some flower fights, you'll dig it. All right. Well, this was a lot of fun, man. Thanks for coming back and doing this twice with me.
Thank you.
All right. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, and for David Cross, this is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We'll see you next week.